guys, so it's time for a travel favorites video because I'm traveling right now. I am currently in Korea while you're watching this, and I'm going on a 2-week long trip, so I feel like all my travel essentials, travel favorites are all out. So I thought I'd do a travel favorites because it's been a while since I did one of these. Let's go. First up, we have my toilet kit, without which I never leave. So whether I'm traveling for 1 day or 10 days or 2 weeks, this is what I carry. I love it because it is massive and fits all my full-size products. So it's not like full, I've just randomly stuffed things right now just to give you a sense of how large this is. I've obviously done a whole travel kit, I think last year or the year before. I'll link it here, which has this and everything I usually travel with in this. But I love this because it obviously has various, you open it out and you can just place it on your counter like this, on your hotel counter, Airbnb counter, and all your stuff is in it. And it has 2 big pockets and 1 small pocket. Now, this is something I've been using for a while now. It is expensive, but it really makes my trips so much easier. And I, for the longest time, couldn't get something that kept full-size products, As someone that washes their hair frequently and stuff, I like to carry my bigger bottles of shampoo, conditioner, all of that. And everything fits in this. So this is number 1. But of course, if you're on a budget, I have an alternative for you. So you get a lot of these also, like clear plastic, kits on Amazon, Flipkart, everywhere. I ordered this just now for my trip. It's really inexpensive for my makeup and other stuff that I want to take alongside with my toiletries so that I can see everything again. I just love clear organizers because I feel like when you're traveling, you sometimes can't put everything out, right? Especially when you're changing hotels every day or every second day, you are living out of your suitcase or your pouches. So in those cases, I like to have things where I can just see things and be like, oh, it's here, okay, take it, use it. So I got this one for my makeup, but it's pretty big, and I think you can easily use it for your toiletries as well if you're not someone that carries a whole bunch of products like me. So yeah, there are inexpensive ones like these as well, but I feel like clear, transparent organizers are the best. Then we have this guy. Cannot travel without my travel adapter, okay? I feel like I have so many of these, but this one absolutely gets the job done. It's easy to use, and I've had people borrow it, use it, all that, and it's still very functional and great. Why I like this is because it also has the USB thingamajig. So what happens is when I travel, I have a lot of things to charge, okay? So you'll have my laptop charging, you'll have my phone, my watch, my batteries from my camera, my gimbal, a zillion things need to charge. I'm not someone that spends a lot of time in the hotel and stuff. I usually come back in the evening and I'm there, and I don't like to charge things overnight either. So this is why this helps, because then I can use these 2 points to put my GoPro or my gimbal to charge. Then I put my laptop to charge with this, and then I attach my phone to my laptop to charge. So with just one adapter, you can charge quite a bit, and I feel like this is a great quality adapter and it works really well. So yeah, this is definitely something I can't travel internationally without. Suitcases, okay? I have 2 Samsonite suitcases. I feel like you guys saw them, I think in 2022, post the pandemic. I had just replaced my earlier Samsonites with these. I feel like having a good suitcase really makes such a huge difference. They are lighter, the newer ones are much lighter, so you save on your luggage allowance, because obviously then you can shop more or carry more because your suitcase is not that heavy. I used to have a suitcase earlier which was I think 4 kilos or something, like a hard shell, old suitcase which I used for over a decade. It was great that way, and it was really big, I could probably fit in it if I sat in it. But I felt like when you have a 20 kg allowance, or domestically when you have a 15 kg allowance, literally 4 kgs of that is my bag, right? So then what am I left with? 10 kilos. So when I bought a new suitcase, I made sure I got the newer ones from Samsonite, which are lighter. I have one which is my cabin baggage size because I absolutely need that for all my equipment. Every time I travel, I've got a laptop, I've got cameras, I've got, all of that. So I always have that as cabin baggage. And then I have my main big suitcase, which is again big enough for all my trips. I've done 2 weeks with it. I've done 2.5 weeks with it. I feel like having like a good suitcase that's light and easy to lug around, especially abroad where you are carting your luggage everywhere. You gotta take the subway, you gotta take this from the airport. You want to have stuff that you can manage on your own, and with these two, they are 4 wheels, so easy to kind of move around. I have never had a problem. I've traveled alone a lot. And even here in this house, okay, we don't have a lift. So when you have to go up and down before and after the trip, it can really kill you sometimes, because you're like lugging your 20-kilo bag down and up. And especially at those odd hours where there's no one to help, because you arrive at 4 a.m. and everybody is asleep, and I'm like dying with my suitcase. These suitcases are expensive, but they really make your life easier. So I would 100% say invest in a good suitcase. They make your travel experience much easier. Okay, this one is new on my list in life and for travel, but definitely for travel. Okay, these are comfy bras. Okay, so I've started buying these bras which don't have any underwire and are really comfortable because they're all elasticated. This one is from H&M. I also have one from Primark. My sister bought a bunch of these for me as well. So I've been wearing these a lot, not just for travel, but otherwise as well. But when I travel, I feel like they're super comfy because you're spending the whole day out and about, and you don't really want to wear an uncomfortable bra with underwire and stuff like that. These have been amazing. I did buy these a while ago, so I'm going to try and link as many as I can or something similar. But I just feel like these are life-changing even if you're not traveling. Like, I pretty much live in them here as well. There's a lot of options. Like, I think Uniqlo has some, H&M has a bunch. There are also bra tops now where you don't really need to wear, like, then it's just your bra top. But I feel like these are better because you have the option to wear whatever over. And these are not very sports bra-like, which is what I like. I like that they have thin straps. Even if you're wearing something strappy like this, it's just like wearing, like, it looks like you're wearing a regular bra, but it's super comfy. Okay, now swimwear. I never leave for a trip without swimwear. Okay, I am always carrying at least one bikini or one-piece swimsuit, always. No matter where I go, I find that getting a nice plain black swimsuit, this I've had for years now, but I feel like I've worn it the most on all my trips, is the best investment you can make for travel, at least, because it looks classic, it looks elegant. I mean, I think it's flattering on everyone. Like a black swimsuit, I just feel like that works for everybody. And sometimes I'm very confused. Like, obviously on a beach holiday, I will take like 7-8 swimsuits or even more sometimes. But on a normal city trip or work trip, I don't have that much time to like chill and swim, but I will still always take like at least this or just one swimsuit, which is why usually I end up taking this. If you have a lot of equipment, wires, all of that, travel organizers are wonderful. This one is really inexpensive. You've recently seen it in my to buy or not to buy. It is just really, really great where you can put everything in one place and just carry it around really easily. And it makes that whole airport like security run so much easier, where you feel like, I always feel like I'm forgetting something in the tray. Like, I'm going back 20 times to be like, is there any in my tray? Is there any? Especially with me, because I have 3-4 trays with the amount of stuff that I take, which is why I prefer organizers that you can just open and place in your tray rather than removing everything and then having to repack it all and all of that. So this is definitely a must have if you have a lot of wires, or even if you have basic wires like I guess if you have an iPad or a laptop, a camera, phone stuff, a smartwatch, all of that, you need one of these. Speaking of equipment, my favorite little gadget gizmo is this. This is my Insta360 Flow gimbal. A lot of my vlogs are actually shot with this. It's just really, it folds into this tiny thing. You just open it and you put your phone onto this, and it's that simple, where you just shoot with it. It stabilizes everything. It looks amazing. It also has like a little pull-out mini tripod, so you can kind of like shoot yourself. You place it. It also has face recognition, so when you select yourself on the app, you could then be moving around or whatever, and you can film yourself. So when I travel solo, a lot of the time, this really helps with that, because I'm like, okay, I don't have anyone to shoot me and like to track me, and you get those tracking shots, moving shots, all of that. Or even if you're traveling as a couple and you have to keep asking someone, right, saying, can you take this for us, can you do this? With this, you can do it yourself and it's pretty amazing. And it just folds into this. So it's really convenient to use, really easy to use, which is why I usually end up using just my phone in this, and I have not used my vlog cam as much even when I'm vlogging. Because it's just so easy, so convenient, so light. And if there's one gadget you want to kind of invest in to make your whole video picture experience better, even if you're just going on a holiday as a tourist, I would say it's this, because you can use your phone with it really easily and it really elevates like the stuff that you can get with this. Time to talk about footwear. Okay, travel for me definitely means comfortable footwear, but it also means having multiple options. I don't think I've ever taken a trip with one pair of shoes ever. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the basics. Get a nice pair of white sneakers. Okay, so these are my Converse ones. Right now I've obviously changed the laces with ribbons and all to make them fancier, but they're just plain white Converse regulars. These are my Nike Blazer Jumbo ticks, which are again white with a big black tick. I find that white sneakers look great on a holiday in terms of also easy to pair with anything, right? Like you could wear this with a dress, you could wear this with jeans, you could wear this with shorts, and you get more use out of them. So definitely a nice pair of white sneakers that are comfortable. And then we have the flat shoes that look kind of fancy. So I carry these Mary Janes. You've probably seen me use them so much on every trip. Okay, last time I walked through Korea for my 2 weeks with these. I just bought them before my trip. It's been over a year and I have rugged out them, as you can see. But the aim is to buy like smart, classy shoes that are flat. So even if you're going out in the evening and you don't really want to wear heels, or in the day when you want to look cute but you don't want to wear sneakers, like for example, you want to do like a girly girl outfit, and you want something cute, you want something comfortable because you're going to walk a lot. At least I walk a lot on my trips always. So these, something like this is a great option. Black, white, whatever colors you prefer, that you can take from day to night. These are usually the dress shoes I carry on a trip. This trip I have different shoes, but these are my usuals. And last but not the least, we have some kind of slippers or chappals. So in this case, they are my foamy Birkenstocks. These are not the leather ones. These are the foamy ones that can get wet. Otherwise, I take a pair of chappals always, because I feel like for me, I don't like to wear the hotel chappals. I like to wear my own. And also I like something like this, which I can wear in and out. So it's like having another pair of, you know, shoes or slippers on the trip. Plus I have something that I can shower in or wear around the hotel and all of that, which is why these have become again my favorites overall. I just wear them all the time, and they're also super light, which is the best thing, because when you're traveling, you don't want to carry heavy stuff, right? Super light, super convenient, and yeah, these are definitely like new on my travel list, but they are going to be staples. Up next, we have my Me 10,000, not Me 10,000, Me 10,000. This is my power bank. Now, I actually bought this for travel only. Honestly, with my iPhone, I don't really need it much in the city. I don't really use it. But when I travel, I shoot a lot with my phone, so I do need it. I also have my gimbal and other stuff, which I used to, you know, charge with this. With this, I easily get like charging for 2-3 days. I don't really need to charge it, and I just charge it overnight in the hotel room. It's fantastic. And for 10,000 whatever mAh or whatever it is, it's just really light and small. Like you can see for scale, this is as big as my palm, and it's pretty light compared to other bigger bricks that I've seen. I used to have a really big brick. Do you guys remember the big brick that I bought from Malaysia? This is much smaller, much easier to use, and much lighter. And it's still alive. Okay, beauty wise, I am just putting one thing in here today, which is my tint. Okay, there's this one. This is the Etude Fixing Tint in Analog Rose. It's the shade I'm wearing. Okay, I carry this on every trip. Why? Because I feel like this is the best tint that's affordable, that doesn't really transfer. It lasts the whole day, and it leaves your lips with this stain or tint. And I'm not someone that does like a touch up and stuff like that. So I like stuff that lasts, and I'd like to have some kind of color or tint on my lips during a trip, because then it kind of looks nicer in your pictures and videos. So I usually use this in the morning, and that's it. And then I just put my balm over this. That's all. Travel perfume is a thing. You've probably seen Chance by Chanel in 100 of my videos because I've been using it for that long. This always stays in my purse. I've had many times when initially I would forget that I have perfume, and then when the rule came out that it has to be less than this much, and then I'd leave it and then I'd forget it at the counter and be crying that, oh my god, my perfume is wasted. Ever since that time, I figured this is an option and I switched to this, and there's been no turning back. I buy the refills every time I'm traveling. You get them like this. Travel friendly, light, perfect for your handbag, perfect for someone that's on the go. And I'm not just saying get Chance by Chanel. Of course you can because it smells divine. But any kind of travel perfume is ideal in that size. Like get it into your bag, because even the bigger bottles are obviously much heavier and bulkier. And when you're walking around the whole day, you don't really want to lug around something so heavy, which is why this works really well. Up next, we have my hair iron. Okay, so I carry my trusty small ancient hair iron wherever I go because there's no voltage issue. It can be used with whatever. I do have, like, I feel like most hotels, Airbnbs, everyone has a dryer now, or I'm okay with like washing my hair at night, sleeping with wet hair in the morning, then quickly ironing my hair and being done with it. I really wish I could take my Dyson Airstreet everywhere, but just the voltage thing is scary, and then you don't want to carry something everywhere and then be stuck with it, which is why I find this is like the best solution. My iron is older, so I mean options are limitless. Of course, you can buy any kind of regular hair iron. I feel like it's the best thing because you can also get curls with it. You can turn your hair in, turn your hair out, do whatever you want with it, and it's the one product that really helps with, if you're traveling and you want your hair to look nice, you just use that and you're good. Another one of my staples is my rain poncho. Okay, now this guy's been with me for a few years. Every few years, you guys know I buy a new raincoat, rain poncho. This one folds in or rolls in just like this, and it works really well when you travel because it covers everything. It's quite big, you can see. I know you get the clear plastic ones, which are of course inexpensive, and you can pop one of those into your bag as well. This is just actually my raincoat also, so I always keep it with me because I feel like if there's a chance of rain wherever you're going, I always carry this rather than carrying an umbrella. I just feel like this keeps you warmer, it keeps you covered, and it's easier to walk around with this than like lugging your umbrella, especially when you're shooting and stuff. So for me, a raincoat or a rain poncho is a must. Don't ask me to link this guy because he's ancient and I don't really think you can get him anymore, but I'll look for similar options. Forex Card. Now I ain't showing you my Forex Card because we all know there are lots of fraudsters out there. If you missed my fraud video, check it out here. I was shamelessly plugging it. But yeah, as I said, Forex Cards are like the best thing. They make your life so much easier when you're traveling. I do use my credit card and all also, of course, but I just feel like I haven't been someone that actually goes and converts and gets like cash. I carry my, like I transfer everything like automatically from my bank account to my Forex card, and this is like hours before I'm leaving, so there's never any stress of going and getting money and all of that. And then when I need it there, I withdraw it or I just swipe my card everywhere. Again, it's safer for fraud, for all of those things, because you can just stop it at any time and it's not really linked to the rest of your accounts and things like that. So 100%, if you don't have a Forex card and you travel internationally a lot, this is something you should look into and get one. Most banks today offer them, and they all have different, I guess, percentages and all of that. So see what works best for you and get one. Okay, let's talk about handbags. Now, obviously, when I travel, I have a nice big tote bag or a backpack, depending on the holiday, like whether it's an outdoorsy trip, whether it's a city trip, whether I'm going on a work trip, what is my vibe, the main day bag is always there. In addition to that, I carry two smaller bags always. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Usually it's either my bum bag. I have like a nice black Coach bum bag which I've had for many years, or it's like this Uniqlo bag or something similar to this, so a small bag that basically fits a lot. You can see this one fits in a whole bunch. When we did the test for this video, to try this if it's worth the hype. It really is. And now they have different variants of this as well. I have this in a blue and a black. This really fits a lot. So like if I were carrying my gimbal, my phone, money, all that would fit into this, and it's a great size for that. This is of course if you want like a smaller option, or if you also want to just wear it as a bum bag and not have like a bag. So I usually sling it across, or I wear it as a bum bag, both options. And it's also fairly big. So I usually have something like this always, which I shove into my tote bag, and then whenever I want to not take the big bag, I just take the smaller option, you know, which is one. And the next one is an evening bag. Okay, so I feel like depending on the trip, obviously if I'm going to a jungle or something, then I don't need the evening bag. But if I'm in a city and I do feel like I might be going out at night, or going to events, if it's a work trip, then I carry an evening bag, which is something like this. Like this is a gold and silver mix, so it kind of works with most outfits, or a black bag, which would work with most outfits. Something universal and something that can work in the day as well. So like if I really wanted to, like, you know, lift my outfit and look really cool or trendy or dress up one day, I could easily use this in the day as well. So that's the point of the small bags, is that it should kind of help you elevate your look and be functional without it being like carrying a lot of stuff. You can see this is very thin, very light, not heavy, and just easy to carry. So that's for me is the biggest thing when I'm traveling. It's not about like, oh, let me carry like 6 designer handbags and be like every day a new bag and all. No, it has to be functional, it has to be small, but still fit all my stuff. So guys, those are my travel favorites in 2024. There's a lot of the usual stuff like wipes and things like that, which obviously is similar to the earlier videos, which is why I'm not mentioning them. It's more about what I currently use and what I feel is relevant today and most people haven't seen, because a lot of you have been here for a decade, I know. So yeah, usual stuff is always there, but these are like newer things or things that I currently travel with for sure. So if you liked the video or found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and comment below with your travel favorites and essentials in 2024, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.